Hey yo, what is up everyone? Welcome back to the 1000 Manga Read channel. If you're new here, make sure you consider smashing that like, subscribe, and bell button. Alright, basically, yeah, I've read a couple thousand manga and I checked out a couple of the anitubers on this site and they're like literally all trash. So, I'm not saying I'm the best, but I'm probably the best anituber. And so I'm here today to read Takopii's Original Sin. Let me see what this says. Takopii no Genzai, I think, right? So anyway, I've read the first chapter, but today I'm gonna read the whole series. The first chapter just seemed like kind of a watered down version of Pun Pun. And literally the only appeal, and I think the reason why it's getting sales is like people are like, oh wow, it's like the epic subversive, a really cute thing, but also suicide, bro. No way. So yeah, if you guys like this series, I'm not shitting on you, but I would recommend you check out Pun Pun. It's one of my quite liked series, although it kind of goes to shit in the second half for a bit. But yeah, I think it touched me very profoundly, that series, when I read it as like a teenager, I guess. But anyway, so yeah, that's about it for the introduction. I'm just gonna react to this series and yeah, let me know what you think. Maybe I should make my avatar a bit smaller, because then it'll the storage will be less, right? I mean, sorry, I mean the video size, because my hard disk is small as heck. All right, yeah, that'll probably let me save some space. Okay, let's read the series. I don't want this to take longer than an hour, so let's just do it relatively quick, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm downloading a game right now, so my internet is so damn slow. Holy crap. Page not found, bro. What the heck? Dude, is it slow enough that I'd get page not found? Bro, no way. Nah, you're trolling. Page not found? Bro. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, nah, nah. Wait, this is a Manga Plus issue, right? Hold up, boys. All right, let me tell you some. Let me do some stand-up humor while I check on my phone's data if this is a me thing or a Manga Plus thing. 1 second. Have you guys heard about the chicken who crossed the road? He crossed the road, but then, it was pretty bad. And then, yeah, cue laugh track. 1 second, I'm trying to find Takopii Manga Plus Chapter 1. Huh, it works on data, so what the heck is going on with my computer? Is it just slow as hell? What the okay, there we go, there we go. All right, apologies for the wait. Hopefully you didn't click away, because I would have lost my non-existent ad revenue. Okay, let's just read now. I don't usually read out loud. I'm just gonna mouse over with my mouse so you can tell where I am. So yeah, the art and coloring is definitely very nice. Is the happiest ever. Okay, that seems not true, but maybe there's a happy end, I guess. Okay. By the way, this reminds me of the Gintama, what was it called again? A documentary manga chapter with the octopus. Let's see. Okay, so kind of the contrast between this octopus that understands nothing and the kind of real life suffering that this girl is going through is kind of a nice contrast, I would say. And this is the very popular kind of girl who was crying in a volume cover, so I assume she's also kind of hurting inside. Oh, they're making fun of Shizuka? Okay. Welfare money. Okay. Yeah, and I still remember the twist for this, because I've read chapter 1, but only chapter 1, by the way. All right, let's see. Oh, she's escorting? Damn. Yeah, growing up with a mother who's works as in the sex trade probably isn't good for a child's upbringing, I guess. Okay, yep. Yeah, I read a couple of psychological case studies of kids in like the 1950s who grew up with troubled households, and missing father is a big one. Mother who is like kind of in the so basically like when traditional father and mother roles are not fulfilled essentially. So for example, being in the sex trade is one of the antitheses possibly of the typical mother role, one could say. Children, it seems like most of the psychological cases, mental health cases from children stem from those types of households, at least when it comes to the nurture or lack of nurture side. Anyway, enough talking. Let's just read. Yeah, so I always found this kind of thing kind of annoying. Like 15-year-olds might be like, oh man, like it hurts so much, man. This guy can't even understand the pain she's going through. It's so deep. But like this just seems kind of cringe to me. It's like, oh, so like his misinterpretations, I don't get if they're supposed to be funny or what, but I don't know, they're just kind of annoying to me. Anyway. This is a nice page. That also has some impact. Wait, so she was beat by what, her classmates or her mom? Wait, Chappie died or something? Okay, this one is actually kind of a good line from him. Oh, and this is just edgy to me. I mean, again, probably like really dumb adults or like 15-year-olds are like, yo, damn, he was trying to save her with the rope, but she's gonna hang herself. Oh no, so dark. But anyway, um, by the way, I'm not reading this just to shit on it. I'm gonna point out the merits of it too, if there are any, like prominent ones. So yeah, don't think I'm not gonna just shit on it nonstop. So don't stop watching the video, or else I won't get any of my non-existent ad revenue. All right, let's see. Uh, so I'm gonna be honest, I feel nothing when I look at this page. Like even the Doki Doki Literature Club hanging scene was like more, I don't know, scary, impactful. This is just kind of like you can be like, oh, you have no empathy, bro. You're just a psychopath. But like, I don't know. This is like watching a paper cutout like be hung. Like it's in bad taste, and that's all I feel. There's nothing meaningful about this. There's nothing like. There's no point to this besides shock value, really. Which is not a negative thing, but it's kind of a superficial thing. Yeah, I've seen a lot of stories like this, like, you know, the one with the pizza delivery girl and the NTR, and like there was the one with the there's Tokyo Revengers, there's like the one with the Saike or something, um the like the blue hair guy in the manga with the cool volume covers. I mean, there's also like ReZero 2, I guess. I'm not just trying to like talk about like times like skipping backwards things. I'm talking more about kind of like trying to like save the one person who keeps dying kind of thing. I guess that is what all of them are. Anyway, nothing I'm saying here really matters, so let me just keep reading. I guess my point is just like this hasn't really done anything better than all those other ones to really catch me. I just assume it's hooking the, little kids who haven't seen any of the other ones. Okay, going to school. Looks like we're gonna be introduced to the rich looking kind of girl, I guess. Oh, okay, so her dream was ripped up, basically. I like the perspective. She's very cute, would wife her. All the bully girls in manga, I would wife instantly. How many? Okay, this chapter is also pretty long. I hope not all the chapters are this long, because it's only 2 volumes, right? So I don't want this video to get too long. Let's see. Wait, can they not see the... Can they not see the octopus? Oh, okay. Dokudami. Well, doku can mean mud, right? But I can't see the kanji, so I don't know. Shine dobuona dai mud woman, I guess. That's what that says. Or like swamp. Okay, this is actually kind of funny. Okay, cute bully. See, this is what I'm saying. Every single bully is like girl in manga always does it because they're actually like insecure. I guess that's in real life too. But like, and then every bully character in manga are always hot as hell. So there you go, bro. That's literally the 2 things you need, bro, for a wife. All right, let's see. Okay, so I mean, this chapter is literally just like gags and okay. She wants to be friends again. Oh, this reminds me of the Naruto chapter. I guess it's different for girls, but like if it's literally like a one-on-one between like guys who are, both in like elementary school. So like it's before there's any really big build and physique differences, I would say. Like unless your personality is just really that weak, I can't really see this being that intimidating. Like you could literally just like beat the other person up. Like I'm pretty sure the other person would just instantly start crying if Shizuka hit back. But I mean, this is a girl thing, so I guess it's more of a psychological battle as well. So I can't claim any experience as fighting others as a girl. So I guess this is to make the otaku reading this feel angry and like dislike this girl, like portray her as a villain. Because if you shit on the reader, then the reader will dislike the villain, right? So, oh, Takopii is scared. Okay, horror germs. I don't know why I laughed. Give back my papa. Oh, okay, so that's the connection. This also kind of reminds me of Boys of Biz. It just feels like really cheap drama, taking all the kind of like Netflix, like like Netflix drama, things like like sex, just like abuse, like just beating up kids, like bullying, like just drugs, addiction, like suicide, like racism, like I don't know, just um like everything. Just take all of that and like stick it in one thing, and then it's like you have this perfect shitty drama. All right, let me see. Oh, she's gonna use a pencil. Oh, I like this panel. I got hard looking at this panel. But so what happened here? I don't get it. So so what happened here? Okay, so he flashed. I mean, he went back again, and then she went to go tell the teacher. And then, so the storytelling is not very good here because it's not very clear what is happening in between these kind of jumps, in my opinion. But I guess what happened is like this boy was sent to like go help her. I guess he likes her. Okay, and this top left panel probably affects a lot of people, but this whole thing, like, lately it hasn't been too bad, is a line I've seen in, like, probably 1,000 manga. It's kind of hard for it to impact me at this point. And I've said elsewhere that, like, uniqueness and, like, subversiveness and, like, surprise isn't really what makes a story great. But the thing is, like, this is not only something I've seen a lot of times, but it's also something a character that I seriously don't care about is saying. So, anyway. But it is interesting how the author is drawing the bully character as like kind of cute and like having gag moments. Oof. I like this panel. Those are some kind of chubby hands, huh? I wonder if this is actually a realistic situation. I don't mean like, I mean, I'm sure, don't get me wrong. I mean, like abuse cases and whatever are 100% like realistic. I just mean the whole thing of like, it just so happens that like these two families have this connection and like both of them like have shitty families. And because of that, this kid bullies the other kid of like that family. Like, seems a little contrived. Again, not like contrived means it's poorly written, but it's just, anyway, it's something I'm pointing out. This line is so cringe. Oh my god. I mean, it's a kid saying it, so it's whatever, I guess. But I mean, it's an adult writing the line, so then again, it's kind of cringe to me. Oh, this girl killed the dog? Damn, she needs rape correction. So I always wonder in situations like that, excuse my complete lack of propriety to the situation, but I always wonder in situations like this, like when the bully is about to like do something crazy, or like and there's like a moment in like the second episode of Higurashi, not the anime, I mean the visual novel near the end. Like, what would happen if you literally just like grabbed this aggressor and like just started making out with them intensely? Like, what would I mean? It's actually brought up in an Ansatsu Kyoshitsu assassination classroom a chapter. I mean, it seems like a very good way to diffuse the situation, or at least temporarily just like make the other person go like, "What the fuck?" Like, I feel like this could have worked here as well, and then we would have had a nice Yuri Dojin. But anyway, let me read. Well, that kind of sucks. Like once Chappie leaves, she kills herself. Got it. Damn, that mom looks pretty hot from this angle. That man's like ano otoko. Okay. Oh, I forgot to say, dude, the motto of our channel is Shueisha so kurai. I need to remember to start saying it anyway. Oh, that's kind of good writing though, that like the mom basically notes the flower but not her face. Damn, that's kind of trashy. Man, why does this Detective Conan wannabe not do anything, bro? Why does he literally just like stand around like a beta and do nothing? Bro, even though like I wasn't the most assertive kid in elementary school, but like when you see shit, I guess it's Japan and they have this whole like mentality, or like any East Asian or Asian country, I guess, would probably be like that. But like, how hard is it to just like talk to that like dyed hair girl, headband girl, and be like, excuse me, can you like stop like just abusing people? I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure if you called it out, that it would be kind of hard for them to Oh, you know what? I should stop while I'm ahead because I'm probably gonna get shat on by like the one person who watches this video. Let's see. It's a very cute smile. Damn, I want to be called Parasite by her. This is kind of cute. Oof. Yeah, see, this guy's like dumbness is just kind of like people can be like, oh, that's just who he is. He's an alien, bro. But yeah, anyway, it's kind of annoying. It just I know it's there for the contrast so that the like edgy people and the like disillusioned adults can like be like, this is ironic, bro. It's under several layers of irony. You know, it's like layered, so I'm allowed to enjoy it now. But like, I don't know. If you're able to just take fiction straight on and seriously, this just seems kind of cringe to me. All right, a sudden twist awaits next time. How many pages? 33 still? God damn, this video is gonna be long then. Christ. I thought this was only 2 volumes. What did he do? Oh, he killed her? Oh, damn, he's actually kind of strong, huh? Oh, and he cannot rewind time? That's pretty interesting. Okay, so there actually was a twist. Cool. But I saw the girl on the second volume cover, so that's she's probably gonna revive somehow. This is a nice little twist here too. And the contrast here is kind of impressive, I guess, but again, it doesn't really, it's just like shock value, like that one manga about the kid who like records people and like kills them on camera or something. I forgot what it's called. Psychopath, Psycho something, I forget. Yeah, I don't think any kid would actually react like this. But then again, I'm not an abuse victim, and yeah, so I definitely cannot say I've been in their shoes, but I thought like most victims kind of like also blame themselves as well. So if anything, this scene shows that this girl was actually pretty headstrong and like pretty self-loving in a sense. I mean, like, what I mean is that she actually had the self-esteem to wish that her oppressor died, as opposed to kind of like hating herself. So, I mean, that's an interesting character trait. Um, well, now we get a title drop. Oh, that's the original sin. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I think that should have been done in chapter 1, because like if that's where the story starts, I mean, you know, just put it in chapter 1. Oh wait, Medibang? Oh, interesting. Okay, I like this guy's reaction now. Damn, this is like his eyes in moment. Take off the glasses and then bam, different person. Oh damn, so this guy has like a story too? This like whole "you're all I have" thing is also in a lot of manga I've seen. I mean that exact line. Oh, okay, and then he gets. So here's the thing, like this kind of like extra sparkliness and like extra like just cynical amount of hearts is is enough for, like I said, disillusioned people and like people who are like, you know, afraid of being called cringe, to basically read a manga and be like, their brain goes like, oh, this is kind of ironic, so I'm allowed to like it, basically. But for anyone who like is not like a child and is able to just face media head on, like this just seems so cringe. It's like someone who is basically so embarrassed to like tell a real story with real feelings that they need to turn everything into a meme, essentially. Like, look at this. Like, this is so over memeified. It's like, oh, she's cute. Oh, I must save her. It's like kind of Denji's moments, except Denji and Chainsaw Man actually does have some like down to earth moments. Also, that's why she can still be on like volume 2. Okay, so this story is starting to get kind of interesting. See, and how like they use like a gag here, like it's just kind of the tone is so dissonant for no reason other than to be like edgy. Anyway, let's see. Number 6. And this line is also really cringe. Like you would have thought the octopus would have understood by now what this kind of dialogue is like, but anyway. Oh, there's a new character again. Also, this guy like killed someone, right? Or at least that's what I saw in the backstory flashback. Ring. Well, and now here's the whole sibling trope in Japanese fiction. Wait, why are we taking the ring again? But I literally don't know why we're taking the ring. What is happening? Let's look for Chappie. We're literally just taking it because the girl said to? Like, seriously? Okay. Like, why are we wasting time on this part of the story? Okay, this gag scene is kind of funny. He can't remember why he can't go back. Maybe his planet exploded or something. Oh shit, that's kind of a funny. That kind of sucks. Holy shit, that's a poor timing. Oh, and the mom's gonna beat her, huh? Uh-oh. So I'm assuming the author of this is a fan of Umineko. I mean, she's kind of right. Dang, okay, this moment was good. Fuck, I got some chills. Oof. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, showing some family photos there is pretty good. Oh, this is also kind of good. Through the photos, she sees the growth of their family. Okay. But then again, it's kind of hard to feel for her. I mean, the octopus, when it's like he killed her so accidentally. Like it just kind of doesn't feel. It just feels too random, I think. Isn't that from the volume cover? Okay, so what now? Now that she's been found, are we gonna go like go to juvie or something? Like, how can we continue? Would they really just like come and tell the class this in person? Like usually, at least in my school, when like something really shitty happened, like what they did was just like on the PA, like kind of announce, like on just like as vaguely as possible something. Like they wouldn't really. I mean, I guess this actually isn't too bad. They didn't give too many like gory details. Oh, so there's gonna be a problem then. I wonder how the mom will react. Yeah, there's gonna be a problem then if the death did, or I guess her body was preserved. So, but what happened to the memory box? Would that like fade? And this girl is like now the villain in the like the villain of the story basically. This is what I meant when I said she was like headstrong, or at least like strong in a sense. Like she. Anyway, let's see. Here's like another meme moment. Oh, interesting. It was actually taken kind of seriously. Okay. So is the older brother gonna die next? Damn, that's kind of painful. I mean, I didn't feel pain from this, but I mean, like, that's kind of a painful trick to play on a child. Like, here's your reward. Just kidding, lol. Uh, damn, that's kind of hot too. Would rape correct? See, Shizuka has almost no personality at this point. Like, it's basically she's just a device for the author to like get, slightly fucked up things to happen, essentially. Man, the brother dynamic, bro, I mean, the sibling dynamic is so overdone. Higurashi, Mion, Shion, like Blue Exorcist, the two main brothers. You have Finro, Lungris, you have Mai and Maki and like Jujutsu. Um, like, I don't know, man. There's just like way too many um, of these things. It's very hard for me to take this one seriously when it just does nothing really well, I would say. Like it's the same thing as always. Like, oh, the scores are so good and like whatever. Oh, Junia went off the rails. Okay. I guess a lot of people reading this wouldn't understand. I mean, the Western readers wouldn't understand that it's because he dyed his hair here. It actually took me a second. Um, Interesting. I mean, this is kind of kind of little tale, archetypical tale that archetypal tale that basically everyone can relate to. Like, someone who should be doing worse, but is still able to like ace everything essentially. So he sees her mom in, I mean, his mom in her. Why didn't he just talk to the bully? Like this guy actually tried to save her just by talking to her. Like, hey, can I help you? No, thanks. And she just gets beat to a pulp, like beat to a pulp again. Like, what the fuck? What is this writing? Okay, I can see this though. This kind of makes sense. Dude, turn her in, dog. If you want to be a doctor, you gotta turn her in. And so this girl is literally using her mom's techniques, huh? Okay, so this story looks like it's, well, I mean, it's definitely gonna wrap up within like 6 chapters. So, um, it's there's not really much farther or much deeper we can do with this story. Also, this was Imagine, okay. Hey, this is a good moment. Damn, okay, this Big Brother, I got like half chills, bro. Man, this is a good Big Brother. Unless we're like building up the gap negative moe, or we're like he's gonna do something really shitty after this. Okay, so her going off the rails is kind of funny, but it's kind of, I mean, fun, but it's kind of fun in like a Fire Punch way. Like at some point during Fire Punch had some really good moments, but like at some point, it just kind of felt like we were doing like random like gruesome shit for no reason. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong. Actually, Fire Punch was actually better put together than some of the other random seinen with just like a bunch of rape and killing I've seen. So yeah, this just seems like kind of we're not really telling the story of this character. We're telling the story of this character design that is forced into a bunch of plot settings to, you know, put some edgy things on the page essentially. Okay. Now what, chapter 11? Wait, he has another child? Wait, so not only does he, oh, never mind. This is her dad. Okay. Hmm. That's kind of funny. Oof, that kind of sucks. Jesus Christ. But I kind of like memed about the My Hero Academia like Shigaraki backstory because it was kind of like it's like oh like literally no one helps this child on the street just cause lol just cause society sucks lol but like I've been seeing this kind of in like a couple manga lately, so like maybe this is actually just a cultural phenomenon where like no one helps anyone. Well, it's true that like when I saw a drunk guy in Japan like passed out like on the subway, like barely anyone went to help him. Like everyone was like going to their next stop and whatever just walking past him. And like, there's a lot of passed out drunks in Japan and like it's just more trouble than it's worth usually. And I didn't help out either because like, I'm not Japanese and I'd probably just like cause the situation to get worse. Yeah, I know that's my excuse, but like my Japanese wasn't even like that good back then at all, and so I also did think I should leave it to someone else. So I guess that is the problem, the bystander effect. But right as I walked by, like another guy went and like patted him on the shoulder and was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And that took like I don't know, maybe like just like 2 minutes since I saw the guy. I don't know how long the guy was left unattended though, but my point is like if that was a child now, I'm pretty sure someone would have gone there like instantly. And so this whole kind of like portrayed thing of like, yo, no one would like give a fuck about these like kids like being hurt. Just seems very far stretched. Is that a word? Seems like a huge stretch to me. This is very random. But I'm glad that I was right about the fact that like she's a very strong character in the sense that she doesn't blame herself, psychologically speaking. She like wants to take it out on others. That's interesting. Oh, I actually got chills there. Wait, so his original sin was kind of causing this whole thing in the first place? Wait, what? 2022? Wait, how does that make sense? Wait, what? Okay, now the story is actually getting kind of interesting. That's a twist I did not see coming. So let's see what's gonna happen. Scumball. Yo, high schooler her is like top tier, bro. She was like a 9 out of 10 before, but now she's 10 out of 10. Yo, what the hell? Holy shit. Yo, built for marriage. Let's go. Oh, she has a scar? Damn, feels bad. I would kiss that scar. Shut it. Yo, holy base, this literal wife material. Have you taken your meds? Sorry, 4chan has ruined that phrase for me. On Rakuten, you're allowed to like quote Rakuten in a scene like this. Yeah, even if you're like a healthy teenager, I mean physically healthy teenager, and like there's kind of an infirm adult, like I definitely agree that like they can still be scary. Um like again, I've never been like abused or anything, but like if you as a kid have like had parents that have taken authoritative measures and whatever before, like like maybe if they get angry they yell a bit, even as an adult I feel like you're still going to be conditioned to like react a bit when they get mad again. So that's just how it is. So yeah, seeing her break down like this like probably makes sense. It's just like ingrained into her. What? Because I couldn't make enough breast milk? What? Glass scares me? Ah, damn. That's tough because abuse victims are probably gonna be terrible parents. Like, and if somehow the one view I get on this video is from someone who is like someone like that, I mean no offense, um, but and maybe you want to like see a therapist or something like. Actually, therapists are probably trash, but like you want to like talk to someone who's a professional in something about it just before, because there's a strong possibility of you just passing on inadvertently your suffering to your child, I believe. Like you can't be perfect every single day, right? You can't be a saint every single day, and on the bad days you might bring some extra baggage, you know what I mean? Like My point here is not like, oh, don't have kids hurt there. I'm just saying that this scene is kind of extra tragic because like I worry that she could also, hurt her children. This woman, I mean this high schooler. See, like this is exactly what I was saying. Oh, this is exactly what I was saying. Oh shit. Wait, what? The mom is actually happy? That's interesting. Wait, why is this guy like glasses and like murder mode? Pandemic. Oh shit, we're actually mentioning that. Oh, okay, so the dad is not coming back. Wait, what? I am really confused. So this is a flashback, right? But I guess this guy liked her even in this flashback, basically. I mean, it's a flashback of the future, right? Is what I assume this is. See, the storytelling is kind of you can definitely blame it on me and like my poor interpretation skills, but I do think the storytelling is a bit jumbled, I would say. So yeah, this like the mothers, you can definitely see with her realistic characteristics that this manga is like uncannily drawing from real life, which kind of disturbs me, but I guess that's where art has to come from. So, but anyway, what did I want to say? Yeah, you can tell by like this mom's like personality just changing like that like the characters don't really matter. It's just like throwing them in a bunch of it's all about orchestrating them in a bunch of scenarios basically. Wait, what? So I like how we're just literally montaging this because the author is too lazy to actually do any character writing, and we can just show her being stabbed instead. Wait, why should she have killed her back in fourth grade? Um, I don't really get it. I guess they'll explain it. Oh, because then, right, the prostitute mother wouldn't have taken her dad. See, this writing is so weird. I should have given you a name. That's so weird. Why would she bring this up like during this scene? Okay, this is just like more pointlessly edgy stuff. Mm, so okay. So I guess there is some kind of theme here about like violence and how what is this? I guess the cycle of violence, but I mean like the cycle of violence and cycle of hate and whatever is like a theme in Naruto too. Like bringing up this theme doesn't really mean you've said anything meaningful about it per se. Not that Naruto has said nothing meaningful about it. I'm just saying like, a lot of people shit on Naruto, and if you're gonna like, you know, if you're gonna defend Takopii with like, oh, the themes, bro, like, you'd have to defend Naruto at the same time, in my opinion. If you're gonna use that exact defense. Um, so the whole like I need to kill Shizuka was like panel was just bait. 'Cause I mean like now he's definitely not planning on doing it. I'm the most what? Oh, Junior got fired? Oh no, that sucks. But it's okay, you guys will pull through. Junior's like genuinely a good guy, man. That fucking sucks, but life is life, man. You just have to keep pushing. That's true. Like if he means like it'll get through to him, then that'll be good. Two girls missing. Satsuki and Erika. Huh, what is this? Oh, she actually killed those two? Damn, that sucks. So this is a beautiful double spread, but it means nothing. So this is something that I see in a lot of like actually I was gonna say a lot of modern manga lately, but I'm sure it was like an older manga as well. Basically like just use art to mask over the complete lack of story. And I know that people will be like, oh, it's also a visual medium, which is true. But that argument to me is kind of like is like if you took the line I hit her and then you like turn it into 100 pages and said like I hit her with the force of a blunt object moving at 500 kilometers, but then when I hit her it was intense and then it hit with a thwack and then it blah blah, and then if that goes on for like 100 pages, I would not really necessarily call that good writing. I'd probably call it bad writing. And then if someone wanted to defend it with by saying like oh, but it's a medium of words, bro. You're supposed to use words. Like that's basically the same level of defense as when people are like, oh, bro, manga is a visual medium, bro. Anyway, I hope you understood the analogy. If you don't, I can explain more in the comments. This is a nice panel. Very hot ankle there. Very hot. What was I supposed to do? Like maybe not murder other children? I don't have any grown-ups. Why didn't you go to the police? I mean, I know she's the child, so I'm not blaming her. I'm just poking holes in the author's argument because I sense that the author is aligning themselves with this child very strongly. I could be mistaken. But yeah. It's the happy handshake. I feel nothing for her tears. This is like Toga and like whatever in Boku no Hero. It's like these are people that just literally need to be like, I could say locked in a mental ward, but more like, more optimistically speaking, they should be rehabilitated. But they should not be just like, like you can't expect me to feel bad for them like at this point when they have literally just like murdered and like stabbed other people, and like I can feel bad for their suffering, but you can't really make me feel bad for their suffering and also um like ask me to just ignore everything they've done, which is like kind of comically evil in a sense. I didn't really word that very well. The bottom line is like I feel nothing when I look at her crying right now. Basically, like I said, this character is just a puppet, and when the author needs this character to be an empathetic one, the author just draws this character drawing like crying in a double spread. And when like we want the story to be like epic like criminal thriller, then we draw like the girl being like, "Oh, I now want to kill people." It's like it's basically like if this girl was a schizophrenic, like with different personalities, then it would make sense. But in this case, it just seemed like bad writing. By sacrificing the happy power, what does that mean? This is where like the shonen fans go, ass pull, right? Dang, I got chills. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen now. So I assume a happy ending is gonna start now. Ah, she's so cute. My beautiful waifu. Damn, is this like this whole manga was a Sony advertisement? Like, yo, just mention you have a PS4 and you suddenly become the Chad King, bro. I better use that next time. Holy base, that's right. Leave this fucking like psychotic murder aside. Yeah, I don't really buy this scene. I would have preferred like an actual reconciliation instead of like, oh, we both saw this octopus. Oh, let's cry. We're now best friends. Like, I will now end my personal vendetta with you because of this drawing of an octopus that touches my heart in a way that is so deep and profound that I cannot put it in detail on the page. I'm just gonna draw them crying instead. I know you can infer things from like lack of information, but this is not like something where you infer. It's just like the author's too lazy to actually tell the story. It's kind of like, okay, to get my point across better, if you don't get what I'm saying, it's like if you build up this huge war with a bunch of factions, and then you just have like one panel with a narration box that says, and then country A won, and then the arc ends. It's kind of like that, basically. Except you have like a huge panel of girls drawing, a huge panel of girls crying alongside that panel. So then the readers are like, dude, this is deep. Tilted? Okay. Okay, this was all right. So I just finished this manga. It was okay. I think I would give it like a solid 5 or 6. Oh, Dan, I give it like a 2 or 3. But yeah, how long have I been reading, by the way? Let's see. Oh, exactly 1 hour. Okay, that's not too bad. Um, so let me give you my take, I guess, on Takopii. Uh, Basically, I mean, look, Takopii is a story about these kids who have these kinds of like family issues and they're suffering. and there's this like cartoonish character who's here to save the day, but he makes a lot of mistakes because he's dumb, and his whole visual design as well as his actions are clashing with the dark themes of the story. And that's basically the main draw, is just like the ambivalent contrast of, you know, the cartoonishness. And like, a lot of people might just call this like, yo, it's the best subversion I've seen, yo, it's a deconstruction of the whatever. Anyway, that's what it is. And then it had some interesting ideas, at least in the sense that like the girl who was like you know, the victim turns into the aggressor, but I would argue that it wasn't really done very well, and it just happened randomly. It just feels like the author is doing it for the memes, or maybe the author was genuinely very passionate about what they were writing, had total faith and confidence in it, and poured their heart and soul into these developments. If that's so, then a lot of what I've said is just a pure insult to that author, and I would probably take back some of what I said. But regardless of the author's intention, in the end, to me, all I can see is just a bunch of like loosely stringed together random occurrences that only happen to drive together this very disparate and unconnected plot, I would say. Basically, like this girl who was like bullied, and like we get like a bit of her, like, you know, family situation, but we never really resolve it in any like useful to humans way, I would say. Like, it's literally just like we never really resolved all these conflicts. We just showed that, and I know that in real life you can't resolve conflicts perfectly, and in manga too, not every time. You shouldn't like resolve conflicts perfectly every time, right? But you still should give them a poetic ending, essentially. That's the nature of fiction, and I believe that in this case that was simply not achieved. We kept throwing aside plot points to kind of like dive into another character for like a few panels. Like, what was the point of the glasses kid? We got to know that like, oh, he feels like, you know, bad. He feels like he sucks compared to his brother. And then where did that go? Like, he got mad at his brother, and then the brother was like, bro, I actually love you. And then they like were happy. And then how does that tie into the main plot at all? And then at the end, in the new loop, basically he's told to like argue with his brother, and now yo, it's fixed, everything's fixed now. It's like basically treating a relationship as if like one thing on a to-do list can fix it, which is yeah, it's so that's the thing with the glasses kid. And then I do like the twists, but again, when there's like no substance behind twists, or no substance behind the characters behind twists, then it's very hard to like care about them. Besides, oh yo, so subversive, bro. Like that blew my mind, bro. But like beyond that, there's really not much. A really great twist to me is one that changes the context of things you've already read, and retroactively adds a layer of new interpretations you can make of an entire series. So for example, the twist in Attack on Titan, I would say was done very well. The one around chapter 90. Of course, I'm not saying like everything after that was great, but that twist did allow you to think about a lot of events differently, which to me makes it a pretty good twist. So yeah, the bully girl is the waifu as always. And I know I'm using waifu with the wrong definition, but or meaning, but whatever. Yeah, she's like the waifu as always. Bully girl's always the hottest. Her story was just kind of like, yeah, like I said, the whole thing of like their two families, like, oh, we just happen to be like prostituting onto that family, I'm bullying your child, whatever, is just kind of weird to me. And there's so many other ways this could have gone, that it feels like the author just took one of the most lazy ways out. Like, it could have been interesting to see, for example, what would have happened if like if we're gonna have contrived situations anyway, would have been interesting to see what would have happened if Shizuka like told the blonde girl's like dad like what's going on, because the dad is like fucking her mom, right? So like he has like probably some kind of emotional obligation to her, maybe. Then again, the mom doesn't care about the daughter, but the dad might care about, you know, or he might not at all. But anyway, yeah, I'm getting kind of tired, so what I'm saying might not be too easy to understand at this point, and might be all over the place. I mean, at the end of the day, this story is like the most entry. What is this even seinen? I don't really know. It feels like the demographic would be for older teens, but yeah, this is like the most entry level. It's like the Oyasumi Punpun of this generation, except with like 10 times less substance, 10 times less character writing, and 10 times more contrived. Anyway, whatever. It's just 10 times more contrived, which reminds me of Look Back by Fujimoto, which is also like I've seen like a lot of things kind of similar to it. I forget if it reminded me. I think it reminded me of some of the works of the Punpun guy. But anyway, like yeah, Look Back also just lacked a lot of substance as well. So I think that's about it for this video. I don't have much else to add here. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Although, you know, if you enjoyed the manga, maybe it would be pretty hard to enjoy me just shitting all over something you enjoyed. But I do think I mixed in a couple of compliments and like you know, analysis bits that might have been interesting. So that's about it. To the 2 people who watched this video, probably. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, make sure you subscribe. Oh, I almost forget. Everyone say the motto on 3. 1, 2, 3. Shueisha kuso kurae. Alright, that's about it for now. Peace.